Hi folks, welcome back. We're going to start on the head now of this American Eagle, and what we're going to do is we're just going to take our knife, we're just going to start chopping it off. Now I'm going to tell you this is going to be like the crown portion up here. So what we want to do is we don't want to cut off, well, there'll be a smaller one on top, but this is like the cheek area here. Let's just make that a little further around here. I'd rather be a little more cautious than not cautious enough. Okay, so we're just going to chop this out. Just to that line there. That's it. Okay. And same thing over here. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to pull this out. Cut it out. Okay. Then we're just going to cut the bill in a little further. Just like so. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let me turn this upside down. It might be a little easier for me to get to. Okay, now this is way too thick down here, so we're just going to trim some of this out a little bit underneath here, just like so. Okay? We're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to chop some of this out. Carve some of this out right underneath here. Alright? And we're going to still take some more off. Okay, I just want to try to establish a little bit of a shape on that head. See how it's coming together a little bit? Alright, we're just trying to eye it up a little bit. We'll get all this in proportion to it after the head's done. You have to be mindful how this grain is running, folks. You know, don't hesitate to turn it over. Remember, the grain is running this way, alright? This way. It's running the length of the blade, the way the blade is sitting, that's the way the grain is running. Alright? I'm just going to chop this out back here a little bit, like so. Just like so. Alright. Do a little bit more here yet. I'm going to do a little bit on this side. There's a lot of just looking at it and assessing it and going back and seeing where you have to trim it off a little further. Don't hesitate to do that. I mean, look at it often, you know, and eye it up and see what doesn't need to be there, and you just cut it out. Alright. Alright. So, alright, now I know the bill has to come up more. There's got to be more of an area there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line where that bill's going to go here. Sorry, not where the bill is, but where the eye and all that meet. So that's how I'm doing it. A little bit of a crown there. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to this side. Up, around. Let me redo this. Like I said, I don't really edit anything, so if I make a mistake, you'll see me fixing it. It's going to come down a little ways, and then up. Okay? So what I'm going to do here, folks, is I'm going to cut, I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut this in, and I'm just going to cut that out a little bit. Right there. Remember, our center line's over here, so we've got a little ways off there, but what we're going to do is we're just going to establish where that eye is going to go. Alright, and we're just going to dig this out right in here. Well, actually, we're going to dig it up. I'm sorry. We're going to dig this up a little ways first. Okay, that's like the top of our head right there. Alright? I really don't want to go much further than that for now. Same thing here. We're just going to take this in just a tad. Okay. And same thing over here. I'm just going to take that little corner out. Right there. Alright? Just like so. Technically, the bill comes down. From there, it comes down like so. Alright, just like so. I know this is way too curved. In fact, some of this will come out further when we get up and under there. So we'll redefine that a little bit later. So right now, we're going to just scoop this out where... Now this is where the top of the head is. Alright, this is where the top of the head is. Let's define that. And just scoop it inward. Just like so to the center. We're going to take some of that off anyway, so that bill can go. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side here. And we're just going to try to scoop this out right in here. Alright? So let me do one side and then I'll do the other side offline. What I want to do is just scoop that out. Okay? See how that eye is coming out? We're just going to scoop this out a little further here. I'm going to do that. Bill is a little bit in the way, so we're just going to scoop it out like so. The eagles actually look forward. If you see them ever looking at you, they actually don't look from the side, they look forward. If you're not sure, go and take a look at what an eagle looks like. You'd be amazed. Alright, so we're just scooping that out. Alright, so I'm going to scoop the other side out offline and I'll be back.